5 o'clock, 5:30 in the PM, and of course I am late today, and so let me apologize for being a bit late. But I can tell you I've had a wonderful, wonderful day. If there is any such thing as a good funeral, I just experienced one earlier today. It was the funeral services for Dr. Herbert Harris, a dentist, 91 years old. Of course, his wife is Dr. Mildred, the Reverend Dr. Mildred Harris, who is a commissioner of the Chicago Housing Authority. And Dr. Harris and I went to the same undergraduate school. Of course, he went a little before I did. Not too much, but a little before I did. And went into the military, and then went to Meharry, became a dentist, came to Chicago, and has been in the practice of dentistry for over 50 years. But he and his wife were just two of the most magnificent, delightful people that I know in Chicago. They both excelled in terms of their professional work, but also in terms of their giving and what it is that they have meant to the city of Chicago. So we, in a big, big way, express condolences to their family, other members of the family. Dr. Henry Hardy, who is the pastor emeritus of Cosmopolitan Church, gave the eulogy, and it was just a wonderful, wonderful homegoing. And if you can say I enjoyed, but the activity. The week has been fast moving. Democrats had our retreat, and I didn't go to the retreat because I had some other things that I needed to do. Chicago and Illinois are both settling down. The new mayor is, getting ready to reorganize city government, and we'll do that. I think we're going to have a lot of exciting times, and she's already begun to have impact on some decisions that need to be made and are being made. The governor is making decisions relative to the state of Illinois, and so things are moving on. I will attend another funeral on tomorrow because Alderman Emma Mitt's brother died, and I am going to attend that funeral tomorrow morning. They're having, viewing services and all today. But we still got some time, so caller, go right ahead. Yes, caller, are you there? All right, if you didn't get
how you doing,
there.
Tony Davis?
Yeah, go ahead. How you doing?
Okay, I see you every time when I see the TV or the media, you be popping up. Like Bobby Rush said, the new mayor got blood on her hand, and like Bobby Rush said, the new mayor got blood on her hand, and the people who vote for her, they got blood on their hand because Mike Flannery and he had on his show the hot seat, and he talked about Jackson. And then I think he had Jackson on his show, Mike Flannery. Then he said Bobby Rush is absurd, and everything what Bobby Rush said is true. But you be everywhere now.
Well, I think people say things and they get interpreted a certain way and other kind of things. Of course, I think we haven't gotten into a new administration yet. I look forward to working with the mayor. As a matter of fact, I called her up shortly after she was elected and pledged to support any and all activity that's good for the city of Chicago in which she is involved. and I'm going to be doing that. I also ran into President Tony Preckwinkle earlier today. We both were at the same funeral, and of course, all of us will stay involved, stay engaged. We'll be working to try and make sure that the city of Chicago continues to work towards solution to the problems that we experience as a city. But I believe that in unity there is strength. We're going to be unified as a city. We're going to be unified as a community. We're going to find jobs for the people who are unemployed, many of them. We're going to bring hope to those who are hopeless. We are going to generate help for those who are helpless. And that's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm excited, quite frankly, about where we are as a city and as a state. And I think we're going to see some real positive changes and positive direction. Caller, are you there?
Yes, Congressman. It's a great day to be on God's green earth. Listen, I told Crystal to tell you, I had a stroke back in March, but I'm all good. It's just my speech. I want to let you know, and if I don't be speaking to you, I'm going to surely be listening to you. My ears are still good. Listen, Congressman, heck a good man. Just a heck of a good man. It makes me feel good even when I see you. But listen, I got a good idea. Let's get Donald Duck on the stage. He may be the next Houdini, the master of misdirection. That's exactly what he is. I'm hoping to put a smile on your face. But listen, one day soon, I'm going to be talking much better again. I miss calling and speaking to you. Listen, let me get up there. And like I say, don't call, I'm listening to you. And I want you and everybody have a great day and a safe day. Let me get up there so I can hear your response. Thank you for taking the call.
Thank you very much. And let me just tell you, it is so good to hear you. It is so good to know that you're back on the direction of good health. Your spirits are high and good. You know, there are a lot of people who, if they had had any kind of illness, they'd just be worrying about themselves and wouldn't be thinking about communicating with other people. But I am so glad that our medical science is such that they've got you up and you're articulate, you're able to convey your thoughts, and I'm just thankful, quite honestly, that you're still able to communicate with us. May the good Lord continue to bless you and keep you and restore you to good health, and thank you so much for your call. We'll take our next caller right quick because we didn't...
Yeah, that's me again. Hey, Connie Davis.
Yes,
like
sir.
I'm saying, Connie Davis, like, it seems like when Donald Trump messed up 4 years, right, it seems like life was going to mess up too. And then after 4 years, then other people might be running.
Well, you know, 4 years is... we often say that it takes about 8 years for whoever gets in high office to be able to accomplish a part of what they hope to accomplish. I'm hoping that we're not going to have President Trump have any 8 years. As a matter of fact, 4 years is what he's got. And I think 4 years may be enough. I'm going to wish, of course, for the new mayor of Chicago, not only 4 years, but I'm going to look forward to her being a real positive force in our city, and hope that she will fulfill the hopes and promises and aspirations that a lot of us are looking for. And I'm certainly going to be in there working with her and trying to help her do that. I made some comments earlier about some of the things that President Trump. I had a call from Newsweek magazine earlier today, and of course I disagreed with President Trump sort of saying, and his administration saying, that they were going to gather up all of the people in the country that they can who are here illegally and bring them to Chicago and to San Francisco and to New York, to the sanctuary cities. And what I said to the reporter was that, knowing Chicago as I do, that we will do the best we can with any people who are brought here. We will treat them as humanely as we can treat them. We will provide to and for them to the best of our ability. And no matter where they come from, we're going to treat them like human beings. Caller, are you there?
Good evening, Dr. Davis, U.S. Representative of the 7th District. I want to ask you a personal question, if you don't mind. Have you ever thought about running for the U.S. Senate?
No, I think my running is going to be limited in terms of, and I don't think people age. I'm about the same age as Joe Biden, about the same age as Nancy Pelosi, Steny Hoyer, Jim Clyburn. And there are some people who believe that age can be a negative factor. Of course, I think my mind is good. I got good memory. I know things. I know a lot of things. And
Dr. Davis,
I think I'll probably just spend my time.
Improving over time.
Well, I think the House is going to be the place where I spend the last of my elected places. But I had one real good shot at the Senate, and I didn't take it. Governor Blagojevich offered to appoint me to the United States Senate. And I turned him down by saying, well, I just didn't believe that a person who was appointed by the governor at that time would be in the best position to get re-elected or to get elected. I said, thank you, Mr. Governor, but I'd rather just stay. He did appoint Roland Burris, and I saw former Senator Burris today. He was at the same funeral. But I think I'm going to be content to end my time in the House of Representatives when I end that, and I'll let it be. But thanks for the thought. I would love to have been a United States Senator. I think I would have done a good job. I think people would have been pleased with my representation, but I'm going to just stick with the House. Our time is gone, and I apologize again for being late. I got a great big dinner that Gerard and I are going to with some Pakistani friends of ours when I leave here. So everybody have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you next week. Do something good for yourself, but do even more for somebody else. I really enjoyed Reverend Henry Hardy's eulogy that he gave today, and I'll tell you about it next week. Have a good one. We'll see you next week.